You're watching a Titan Medical Center production. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Titan Medical Center Health and Lifestyle Show. I'm John Tsikouris, and this is my wife, Sharisse, and we are the owners and founders of Titan Medical Center. Stay tuned because you guys are gonna love some of the information you guys are gonna get about your health, your fitness, maybe your financials, and definitely your relationship. So you definitely wanna stay tuned because you're gonna love all the great information coming your way. What do you think, Sharisse?
I think you should tune in every Sunday at 11 a.m.
So stay tuned for this because you guys are gonna love the rest of the show. What's up, guys? We are out here at the Motor Enclave. It is Tuesday, and this is the biggest toy giveaway. Is this ever? Did you tell me
Ever
Max?
in Tampa. This is the world's largest toy drive. Their 12th year. Dan Fleischman goes around the country and brings awareness to the city for people that are giving back to children and families in need, and that's what we're here to do, is serve our community. I appreciate you being out here.
Absolutely, we wouldn't have missed it.
And we're gonna see in a moment all the toys that we're gonna unload out of the truck. We have some families coming out here and giving back to them, and it's all about creating impact and doing it together and living this mission of helping other people every day. That's why we work so hard building our businesses, man.
Absolutely.
It's to give back, so I appreciate the opportunity to do it together.
Of course. We love doing things with Max. He's always maxed out, and this is just one of those examples, okay? And good people trying to help other people. That's what it's all about. So if you can help people as much as you possibly can.
And we encourage you to do the same thing. We all have an opportunity, whether it's a little or a lot, anywhere in between. It's the meaning behind it that counts.
It's
the
the
thought that counts.
I was gonna say, it's the thought.
That's the word I was looking for. It's the
thought.
thought that counts. So I encourage everybody out there to do the same. Let's live this mission of givers gain, and let's continue to create impact right here in Tampa Bay. So I appreciate you guys.
Oh yeah,
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Thank you, guys.
Let's go open this truck up.
Wait,
Toys, baby, let's go. We're out here, and it's us, Tampa entrepreneurs, Skell, Maxed Out, and many more people that are giving away all these toys. And Max wanted to do this, I guess, vision-wise, and at that point, we're just along for the ride, helping out in this great cause, right?
Absolutely, it's awesome to see it turn out and how many people really do care about the community.
All right, what a great event, giving away all these toys to all these kids in need. Titan Medical Center is all about giving back to our community. God bless our community, and God bless all those kids and these guys that put it on. I mean, you know, just amazing people all the way through and through. So Merry Christmas, and we hope you guys are blessed enough to have presents. And if you're not, hopefully
You have each other, always.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll finish on that note. Family's everything, absolutely.
See, this is the process that we all should be going through to get the proper regimen as to how to get the best out of your body. You can't just go to a store and just buy some supplements and be like, oh yeah, well, I'm good now. Just because Jimmy from the gym told you to go get it, or Bob from your Pilates class told you to go do it. You gotta actually figure out what works for your body. That's why I come to Titan Medical, to make sure that I find out what works for my body, because what may work for me may not work for you, and vice versa. What may work for you may not work for me. You see how easy it is to get your blood work done here at Titan Medical Center, and you don't even have to be in Tampa where the headquarters are. You can do it from anywhere nationwide. Just call 727-389-3220 or go to titanmedicalcenter.com and set your appointment up. They'll get you all squared away. No matter where you are in the United States of America, they got you. Let's go, get tight and strong.
Are you struggling with stubborn belly fat? Introducing Titan Medical Center's Microdosing Reta. This therapy targets abdominal fat, preserves lean muscle, keeps strength and performance, and sharpens, defines, and shreds. Most people think Reta is just a weight loss shot. They're wrong. Reta is one of the most versatile metabolic therapies we've ever had, and it goes way beyond the scale. Reta works on 3 hormone pathways at once, giving it a broader reach than the GLP-1s alone. The result isn't just faster fat loss, it's a full-body metabolic reset. Patients have reported lower inflammation throughout the body, better digestion, less bloating, more stable energy and appetite, stronger fat burning around the midsection, improved insulin sensitivity, and noticeable body composition changes. When microdosed, Reta becomes a completely different tool. It targets abdominal fat without the shrinking everywhere look, preserves lean muscle, keeps strength and performance. Perfect for men and women who are already lean but want to get sharp, defined, and shredded. And avoids the heavy appetite suppression and rapid weight loss you'd see at full doses. If you're curious whether you'd be a good candidate for this therapy or any other Titan Medical Center therapies, call or text us today at 727-389-3220 or visit TitanMedicalCenter.com.
Woo! What's up, guys? It's early Saturday morning. We're out here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. We're gonna be out here for a nice little get-together car show at the International Mall in Tampa, Florida. And if you guys have never been to the International Mall, this is the big bad boy of Tampa. We got the Titan Revolto Lamborghini out here. We've got the C8 ZR1 Corvette out here with the ZTK racing package on there. You guys can see all the behind the scenes and everything that happens here. And then we'll get to check out hopefully some cool cars. I already see some cool Corvettes over there. And I hear some other ones coming in, so let's see what we got. So we are out here at International Mall right now for this car show, and it's been pretty cool talking to some of these different car owners, right? A lot of Corvettes out here, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people have their eyes on that ZR1. So Sharisse is driving in one of the big bad boy Loch Ness monsters of cars right now, because you don't see too many. And you see some that look like it, but they ain't it. All right, guys, so we are officially done here at this car show at International Mall. Awesome day, cool cars, got to talk to a lot of cool people. Huh?
Yeah, I think it was good. It was really good. I always like seeing cool cars, so you got me here at the crack of dawn.
That's what I'm saying. If you get Sharisse up that early, it better be good.
Better be good.
It definitely was cool to be out here, talking to some other cool people. Seen a lot of Corvettes out here, and a lot of car enthusiasts all together. So really, really awesome. So we're gonna end the day here, head back home, sleep, and maybe go to another car event later on tonight.
Yeah, let's go.
We don't know. You'll have to find out. So follow us and make sure, I guess, you know what's gonna go on, I guess, right?
We don't know what's going on, so you'll have to follow us to figure it out.
So follow us to see what's up.
Hey guys, it's your boy, Thaddeus Bullard, aka WWE legend, Titus O'Neil. I'm here, and it's that time of the year. Not just Christmas and holiday time, but it's also time for me to get my annual blood work. I go 4 times a year. I come down here to Titan. I try to make sure I'm good, strong, lean, all that good stuff. And you can too. Just come on down. Get yourself an appointment. Come join me.
Honestly, I didn't feel like myself anymore. I was tired all the time. My energy was all over the place. And no matter what I did, sleep, diet, workouts, something just felt off. I thought it was just getting older, but it kept getting worse. A buddy recommended I get my blood work checked, so I reached out to Titan Medical Center. They made the whole process simple. When the results came back, it turned out my testosterone levels were way lower than they should have been. It was actually a relief to finally know what was going on. Titan put me on a personalized TRT plan, and the difference has been unreal. My energy is back, my mood is steady, and I actually feel motivated again. I'm stronger in the gym, more focused at work, and honestly, I feel like myself for the first time in years. If you're feeling off and can't figure out why, get checked. Titan Medical Center helped me get optimized, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made.
All right, I hear a lot of incredible things about IGF, and that was, I think, if I'm correct, and Mona could back me up on this, that was the first protocol you had me go on. Can you tell us some effects, what it does?
Sure. So IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1, and this is IGF-1 LR3 because there were two different therapies out there, IGF-1 and IGF-1 LR3. Now the big difference between the two is IGF-1 LR3 has a longer half-life. It means it stays in the body longer, giving you a way better result. Now IGF-1 is great because it's like starting at the starting line and going right to the finish line with nothing in between. So with insulin-like growth factor 1, you're gonna put in your body, and the effects you're gonna get are all the anti-aging effects that you would get from growth hormone. Because when growth hormone goes down and converts in the liver, that's what produces those great effects for the anti-aging. Whether it's building lean muscle mass, whether it's losing weight and boosting the metabolism, right? Or it's helping you just stay younger because it's helping with sleep patterns, it's helping with hair, skin, nails, and all the other great things that go along with anti-aging.
I've talked about this a lot, and I just want to refresh. And you just said hair, skin, lean muscle mass.
Yes.
I like that you say that because that means something different than when I say building muscle. It retains the muscle that you have. And so that means, I think, if you women are out there hearing that, it retains that muscle as you age for women and men. And that's a huge, I think, just an intelligent side effect of what this does.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great therapy for people to utilize. And like I said, whether you want to put on that lean body mass, because people think about, I want bigger muscle. Well, that means they think of somebody that's, maybe a bodybuilder type or Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody's it. Maybe Michael Hearn's size. But, it's really about, filling out the body nicely, like nice definition of muscle, growing muscle in there, and not getting maybe huge, but getting to where your genetics are looking really well all the way around on the outside.
I think that it took me right back when you talked about that too, what I saw from the 70s of Muscle Beach and how the women and men were out there working out and doing these handstands on top of each other, but the women and men looked healthy, athletic, and appealing, where it wasn't too much muscle. I think there's a balance for my personal choice, because I like a superhero physique that looks like you can move, be healthy, and is appealing to look at.
Absolutely, I think that's the big thing, quality of life, improving health, and looking your best, outside and inside the bedroom too as well. I think that's what it's all about, and I think that a lot of people will relate with that, and that's what they want.
IGF, and again, this is something that you can get on. It's a protocol over at Titan Medical, and again, going back, this is the first thing I started.
What's up, guys? This is Big Drew with Titan Medical, and if it don't make muscle, it don't make sense.
What's up, guys? I'm John.
I'm Sharisse.
And we're back with another Cupid's Corner. That's right. Every week, me and Sharisse are giving you guys those awesome tips, tricks, and things that'll hopefully ignite those, diminished flames, or hopefully take your relationship to a whole new level of enlightenment and better, right? You want to be better. So we're trying to get you guys there. So each week, we're going to go in depth in some of these tips or tricks or some of the things that will help you guys. And maybe you're not in a relationship right now, but it will help you in your future relationship. And hopefully you guys will be successful in the future. So this week we want to cover communication.
Now, technically, we cover this in every single episode.
This is true.
We bring up the word communication at least once. I could probably go back in every episode and bring it up.
Absolutely.
But communication is key, right? It's like one of the most important things in a relationship outside of probably, what? We'll just call it sex and
love relationship, business relationship, and life, your kids, whoever you're talking to, your work, whatever it is, communication is key and vital. And the way that you communicate is another big way that, you know, if they're going to be able to hear what you're saying or listen to what you're saying, that's a whole different thing, right? Because, you know, you might be in the situation where you're starting to tell somebody something and it's just falling on deaf ears. You tell them over and over and over and they just don't get the hint or don't get the point or just keep doing what you told them you really don't like them to do, right? Or what you want to do possibly.
Yeah, or it could be the other way around. It could be like even
yeah.
something like, or maybe you're trying to get something out of them and they're not talking to you.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's why aren't you talking to me? Or you might say everything's just fine, and we all know it's not fine when you're, you know, acting weird.
And a lot of people have a different way of communicating to people, right? Where some people would want to just talk to them briefly. Some people, they sugarcoat things and kind of go around the subjects to maybe bring it out of the other person. Some people yell at people and they think that that's going to get their point across even more too as well. You know, there's another couple of different ways you can do it, where you can text somebody or you can write them a personal letter.
I think, honestly, I do the letter thing still, right? So, you know, whether it's good or bad, right? Because even good things, if you want to communicate good things, you can tell somebody that you love them. I love you every day. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. You know, you're my world, blah, 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 blah. Right. But when you write it in a piece of paper, I feel like even just like reading it, right?
Yep.
And just kind of even reading it to yourself or reading out loud to yourself, it just kind of hits you in a different spot, right? So the same thing goes for if you're having issues with your significant other, right? And you're trying to get your point across and they're just not understanding. Or maybe they're only listening to a quarter of what you're saying. Mm-hmm. If you give them a letter, majority of the time, guys, people don't do this thing where they like read like 5 words and then skip 5 words and then read 5 words and skip 5 words. They're gonna read it all. Okay? Mm-hmm. Usually most people do anyway. So they're going to read it and hopefully maybe without you, maybe you've, let's just call it what it is. Maybe you've just been yapping so much that it really is just falling on deaf ears. So at this point, maybe they actually will process what you're trying to say because they're reading it and they're like, okay, well, maybe it comes across differently even. Some people, because this took me a long time. This took me probably, I want to say almost 10 years, right? So 14, 15, yeah, about 10 years. It took me about 10 years to come to a point with John, right, where I didn't talk a certain way when I was like upset about something or if something bothered me, right? When he first met me, I'm telling you, I was so quick to fly off the handle. It didn't matter what it was. It was just like 0 to a million, not even 0 to 100, 0 to a million. You had no chance to speak at all, and it would just be like, rah, and it would be like, he'd be like, hold up. First of all, you need to calm down, okay? Yeah. So let's have you calm down, and then after you calm down, then we can talk. And I'm just, that's all you'd hear, right? I'm actually talking, but this is all he hears. All he hears is, he didn't hear, you know what, I was really upset about this, and this, and I was mad, and he's not hearing any of that. All he's hearing is just screaming. So I have come to a point in the relationship where I know how to speak to my husband, majority of the time anyway, unless I'm just way off the handle, which is like once a year, you know, it's not that bad. But, you know, I really think that letters like hit home. I do, because you can kind of, maybe even something you weren't able to speak to, like say to their face, because sometimes, not to say that people don't have the, you know, the guts to do it, but sometimes you may not have the guts to say something to somebody's face. So then you put it in a letter. Not to say that that makes you any lesser or weaker of an individual, but maybe you need to write it down, right? Write it down and give it to them, and just honestly, guys, please don't make it awkward and like hand them a letter in like an envelope or something while you sit there and watch them read it, because that is so awkward. Okay, don't do that. Hey, warning, do not sit there and watch them read the letter, okay? That is so awkward, okay? Awkward for sure. But anyways, just leave it somewhere where you know that they're gonna see it, after you are gone. Literally, make sure you are like going to work, or you are leaving the house to go shopping, or you're going to the grocery store, or you're going somewhere where they can read it alone, right? So guys, I mean, think about what they got to brush their teeth, they got to put on deodorant, John's got to put on his jewelry.
Shave.
I mean, there's a lot of places you can put this thing that he's going to find it, or she's going to find it at some point in time in that little window of you being gone.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. 100%. And like Sharisse said, I mean, it could be good things and bad things, and or bad things, I should say. Because, I mean, you just don't want it to be every time there's a problem. I mean, obviously you want to talk about it, right? And get it cleared up, whatever the issue is. So you guys can both move on and everybody's over the issue. But the good things, too, as well. So not every time they see a letter, it's going to be, oh, my God, what do I do now?
Not the
letter!
Right?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I can always tell if I'm going to be in trouble by the way Sharisse tells me something. Like, you know, I need to talk to you now. Like, oh, my God. Like, this is, what's going on now? Like,
yeah, it's not, hey, can I talk to you real quick? It's, I need to speak with you.
Yeah, now.
Now.
So that's another one. But, you know, Sharissa's definitely let me, like, you know, letters in the bathroom, you know, I love you, or, little love notes and stuff like that, which are awesome, right? Because people like that too, and that builds spirit, builds morale. You know, it's more of a bonding thing too. It brings you closer to that person, I think. But, you know, I think the communication is key. And when there is an issue, and let's say you've said it over and over and over, you've told somebody 3 or 4 times you didn't want to do this, or you did want to do something, whatever it is, right? Because there's a whole bunch of different issues that you guys could be bringing up. And it affects you in different ways, right? But at that point, like, you should definitely be able to talk to them. And if you're getting in front of somebody, and like Sharisse said, you just can't break it down, or you just can't bring yourself to tell them, then you definitely need to write them a note, write them a text message, something out there where you can communicate it to them, and they can read it in their own style and at their own pace, and maybe absorb it that way. And like Sharisse said, like, you know, stick to the points, right? Don't go off and start going into all these different circles in other areas.
There's a 5-page letter they're reading.
You're mad about one thing, and then it goes into like 5 other things that are just totally off point. You know, people's attention spans are small, right? It's limited. And that's everybody out there. I don't care who you are. And the younger you are, they say the less time you have, the shorter time you have is your attention span. So, you know, with your kids and stuff like that, you got to communicate a little bit faster, right? More to the point. Get to the point. What is the point of your conversation? I say that all the time.
John used to do this to me all the time.
I'm like, all right, let's get to the point, right? Come on.
He's like, and then I would get mad at him because I'm like, you're not listening to me. And he's like, I've been listening to you for literally 20 minutes, okay? He's like, and all I'm asking is for you to just get to the point.
Like, what are you mad about? What's the issue? What are we trying to accomplish here?
This is not now. This is definitely back then.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I really am, like, to the point, like, hey, let's talk real quick. And, you know, it's because I'm either tired or busy. Yeah. So this has been great for our relationship being busy, but
I
don't do it. Don't drag it out.
I think, don't try to drag it out, right? Because, like I said, attention spans. And, you know, at that point, once you guys kind of find what works for you guys communication-wise, you guys will be able to utilize that in the future. And then whatever issues come up or good things or whatever it is, you guys can communicate this way. And it's good on both sides, right? Because like yelling is not going to do it. All right, people get upset. I understand why you get to the point where you yell, you're frustrated, and you think that this is the only way, or they won't let you talk, and they're talking over you, and you have to go up a level higher in your voice, and they do the exact same, and then just gets to a screaming match, and then where have you guys gotten? Now you guys are in this big old fight that could be over this little thing that could have been, talked about and accomplished and communicated about very easily and simply, and you guys move on with your day without this dragged out dramatics, okay? Because listen, some people like dramatics and drama and all that. I don't, so I'm just like, listen, whatever it is, like, I just don't want any drama. What can I do to fix this situation, or what did I do wrong, so I can learn from a mistake? But some people, they don't get it, or they just don't want to hear it. That's another side of it. Your partner's got to want to hear it too.
Yeah, true.
Because if they don't, they're just like, oh, whatever, screw you, I'm out the door, and then they leave. Like, you haven't communicated your point. Like, they won't do it. You try to send them a text message, oh, whatever, they send you back. Like, then you feel really frustrated because You've tried to verbally communicate to them. You've written them a text message or maybe even a letter, and letters they didn't respond to you, whatever it may be. So, I mean, it's got to be on their side too as well. Like when you do communicate to somebody, they got to want to be able to accept what you're telling them.
Yeah.
And not just push it off too as well. And if they're not, then listen, you guys need to work on whatever it is, why they're not doing that. And if that doesn't come around,
then, maybe it ain't going to work out.
Then it might not be a good fit anymore.
But at least try.
But you definitely got to try. And the only way that you get these points across and that you try your best is when you communicate. Because if you hold it in and you don't tell them, they're not going to be able to read your mind. You
like
bottle up.
Little baby genie.
Frustration. And then all of a sudden, after the littlest thing they do,
Rah!
Yeah, it's a nuclear explosion, dude. And then you're going at them at like 12 different ways of why you're upset and why you're.
And then you're like, what? You got your partner over here like,
you're
what?
Like,
I thought you were just mad about the laundry.
Yeah, like
all of a sudden,
where's
it's like,
all this coming from?
And you did this and you did that, and a week ago, and I didn't like that. And you're like, whoa. Okay, let's take this back to the laundry.
Like, why didn't you tell me? Well, I did try to tell you. That's the thing. So,
yeah.
Make sure you make it a point to tell your partner, hey, listen, this is important to me. I need you to listen to me. And at that point, they should want to sit down and be like, all right, what's going on? And then get to the point. Like I said, don't just do dramatics. Don't bring up all this other stuff. Get to the point at what you want to do. And then find out what you guys can do to get over the problem, issue, or whatever the communication is, and move on so you guys can have success in your relationship.
Yes.
I think that's key. So communication's key.
Communicate.
Try different ways of communication if you need to. Verbal communication might not always work. You can make a video and leave it to them or send it to them on their phone. You can text them. You can write them a personal
message. Be easy
message.
with those text messages, guys.
Yeah.
Because, listen, sometimes I will say, because I'm going to say this because I truly believe this, right? Because I grew up in days where there was no cell phones, right? So then you had to write a letter. But I do feel like when you have to physically handwrite out something, I feel like you might think about it twice if you decide to just, even if you talk to text and you're texting the whole thing, it might come out the same exact way or even worse.
Oh, for sure.
And then somebody's reading it totally incorrect. How many text messages have you sent to somebody and you're like, I didn't mean it like that?
Right. And that's a problem sometimes with writing things down or texting people.
Yeah.
They read it and they read it how they want to read it.
Yeah.
So
be careful.
They think like, oh, this person's attacking me even more on this, and they get very defensive about it. So just be easy about it.
Just
Make
read it back to yourself before you send it. Or
Absolutely.
read it back to yourself before you give them the letter, so it makes sense. And watch for your, spelling.
Want to communicate. Don't be defensive if you possibly can't. You don't want to be like that. Come in there with an open mind. Talk to them. Hopefully they'll do the same, reciprocate, and you guys can have a successful communication and relationship. So, guys, this is just another tip and trick from me and Sharisse to you guys. Trust me, we've definitely vetted this one out for a long, long time. It's
poor John.
Still working its way to perfection.
Poor John. I feel bad for John, and I know that he loves me. Like he really, truly loves me.
This is true.
Thank God.
God bless. So, guys, join us every week for Cupid's Corner, 11 a.m. on ABC. If you guys didn't watch it live, make sure you DVR it or check out YouTube for all the episodes there and all of our other cool content. Make sure you guys are checking out the website, TitanMedicalCenter.com, and go follow us and like us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and all the great things in the metaverse that are coming. We're going to be there with you guys. All right? We love you. We'll see you next week for Cupid's Corner, and we're out.